Honestly, I came back to Jamaica because she was just calling to my spirit. The original plan was to come back to Jamaica and host my first retreat, bring everybody with me because being born here and having been coming back here, woo, butterfly, having been coming back here for the past 30 years or so, I know the magic that is here. And but I don't think it's until this time coming that I realize how needed this is and how potent this healing and this magic actually is for this mind, body, spirit, for the soul, for all of that. So I am just wanting to share with you really why I came back. And it was too soon to try to host a retreat, my first retreat, and put everything together and move, not only move out of my apartment, my very first apartment that I had all to myself. I got to create my own sacred space for an entire year, which was so beautiful, such an amazing experience. And then to move and like planting roots and then rooting, digging myself out of that to come back to Jamaica from America and host a retreat at the same time. It was just way too much. So I'm so glad that that didn't work out. And I trust my journey and I trust that things don't work out when they're not meant to. So give thanks for that because that would have been hella stressful and I would not have been able to show up as my full, complete self that I would like to when I'm hosting my first retreat. So there's that. And then in coming back here, I realized that I was the one who needed the retreat. I was trying to bring people along, but I need to experience it first. And I need to show what the medicine that I'm getting is. And this is the medicine, the sun, the fresh air, surrounded by nature, the river, this is all of the medicine that I'm needing. Fresh fruit. I have a watermelon and a mango right here waiting for me after this. So just that was the medicine that I was needing for my soul because living in America, living where I was living in California, in Oakland, it was just like my spirit. I'm like an island vibes type of girl all the way and it was very different from New York. So going from New York to California was closer to the island vibe. But then trying to live and keep up with the way that people are hustling and pushing themselves and just perpetuating their own suffering was so much to watch and was just it was too much to bear for me. And going through experiences like healing experiences, mushroom experiences where I'm being shown that the universe is like this is just how the universe wants to experience itself through each individual person. So don't take anything personally. Don't think that it's good or bad. It's just this is how it's happening because this is how it needs to happen for this specific person. And that helped me to view all of the homelessness, all of the unhoused members of the community in a different light, being like, okay, the universe just wants this experience through this specific being at this specific time. Okay, all right. But yet, as a human being, seeing another human being suffering, it still takes a toll on me. So just being around that and the hustle and bustle and also there's so much passive aggressive energy, and it's not like New York where everybody's real. Everybody will say how they feel, what they think. It's very passive aggressive and very like I will pretend, I will put on this persona, but I'm not really that persona because my actions won't line up with what I'm saying, if that's making sense. So it's very much that. And then just bills and rent and the disparity in living situations and just everything was so compiled. I'm so glad I didn't have a 9 to 5 to add on to that because I would have left sooner. I probably would have never signed that lease in the first place. But it was just a lot to take in, and I'm very sensitive and open to energy. So I knew that my move had to be to come back home and to root back into my land and to ground myself. And in doing so, now, and in getting to have luxurious mornings where I literally just wake up and take my time with my morning routine and sip my tea and take in some sunshine and look at the butterflies and the birds and the chickens running around outside, and all of the wildlife, well, wildlife, all of the animals, and be surrounded by green, by abundance, by the color of your heart chakra, by love. Like, that is the true medicine. And this is where the wealth and the abundance really lies. And there's so much conditioning and programming away from this. So just coming back to this and being here is what my soul was calling for. And I'm so glad that I answered the call. And I am feeling this deep yearning in my soul to share this. Like the people need this. The people need to experience this. They need to see this. They need to come sit by the river. They need to take river baths. We need to have a little river cookout party. We need to go to the ocean, go to the beach. We need to dance on the land. We need to walk around barefoot with no shoes on. We just need to get back to the basic things that now we're considering as like healing and grounding, but were just the ways that our ancestors lived, which was how they lived so healthy and so open in their mind, in their hearts, and just loving and being a part of community. So I'm really excited to put together retreats that are coming up. They are coming up. I can't see myself doing anything else right now but hosting retreats, especially riverside retreats. So I I'm just so grateful that the universe worked it out in a way that I had to come here first and I had to experience it first. Not only to experience it to say I did it, or experience it to get content and show you content, but experience within my heart and my soul, all of my chakras. I've been doing so much like chakra work and just really rooting and grounding into the land, because I don't really think that you have to be in one place to feel grounded. And because I've moved around so much in my life, I'm noticing that the grounding starts within. As long as I'm rooted and grounded within myself, my sense of self, my purpose, my mission, my values, my heart, as long as I'm grounded in all of that, I can be grounded wherever I am. And I get to be conscious enough to choose where I want to be, to choose where I get to have this experience of feeling grounded and then being surrounded by confirmation, you know? This is my confirmation. So, I just wanted to share that with you and invite you to sit with me and chat with me by the riverside once again, and to remind you that if your soul is yearning for this kind of experience, it's here yearning for you as well, and it's waiting for you. If you feel like you're needing this is needing you too. So, thanks for sitting and chatting with me, and let's talk again soon. Much love.